Shalom, good morning. Boker Tov, welcome to the study. We are continuing with Parshah Behar-B'hukotai, two parashas together, which we are reading in Vayikra, chapter 26. So we have been looking at when the people were to come into the land that Yahweh was giving them. They were supposed to let the land rest every 7 years. And then after 7 years of those years of rest, so 49 years, they would have a year of Jubilee. So we were reading about basically not leaving your brother in poverty, letting the land rest, the land being restored to its original owner, the debt being canceled, and kind of starting over again every 7 years. So that'd be great. Now we're going to continue with chapter 26, and it's more laws, more regulations about living in the land that Yahweh is giving them. So that is Vayikra chapter 26, which we are reading today, and we'll say the blessing and we'll begin. Baruch Hu et Yahweh HaMborak, Baruch Yahweh HaMborak Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikohanim v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch Atah Yahweh Noten HaTorah. Amen. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and we'll begin. Okay, so Vayikra chapter 26, and we're going to begin with just the first two verses. They have a different audio. 26 verse 1 and 2. Do not make idols for yourself, and do not set up a carved image or a pillar for yourself, and do not place a stone image in your land to bow down to it, for I am Yahweh your Elohim. Guard my Shabbat and reverence my set apart place. I am Yahweh. Okay, let's hear the first two verses in the Hebrew.
לא תעשו לכם אלילים, ופסל ומצבה לא תקימו לכם, ואבן משכית לא תיתנו בארצכם להשתחוות עליה, כי אני אדוני אלוהיכם. את שבתותיי תשמורו, ומקדשי תיראו, אני אדוני.
Okay, we're going to continue. Let me put the other ready. Okay. If you walk in my laws and guard my commands and shall do them, then I shall give you rain in its season, and the land shall yield its crops, and the trees of the field yield their fruit, and your threshing shall last till the time of the great harvest, and the grape harvest shall last till the time of sowing, and you shall eat your bread until you have enough, and shall dwell in your land safely. And I shall give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and no one make you afraid. And I shall clear the land of evil beasts, and not let the sword go through your land. And you shall pursue your enemies, and they shall fall by the sword before you. And 5 of you shall pursue 100, and 100 of you pursue 10,000, and your enemies shall fall by the sword before you. And I shall turn to you and make you bear fruit, and shall increase you, and shall establish my covenant with you. I read to verse 9. Let's go ahead and hear that in the Hebrew.
Behar-B'hukotai.
We're getting it set up. There we go.
אם בחוקותיי תלכו, ואת מצוותיי תשמרו ועשיתם אותם, ונתתי גשמיכם בעיתם, ונתנה הארץ יבולח, ועת השדה ייתן פריו. והשיג לכם דיש את בסיר, ובסיר ישיג את זרע, ואכלתם לחמכם לשובע, וישבתם לבטח בארצכם. ונתתי שלום בארץ, ושכבתם ואין מחריד. והשבתי חיה רעה מן הארץ, וחרב לא תעבור בארצכם. ורדפתם את אויביכם, ונפלו לפניכם לחרב. ורדפו מכם 500, ומאה מכם רבבה ירדופו, ונפלו אויביכם לפניכם לחרב, ופניתי עליכם, והפריתי אתכם, והרביתי אתכם, והקימותי את בריתי איתכם. ואכלתם ישן נושן, וישן מפני חדש תוציאו.
Okay. All right, verse 10. And you shall eat the old supply and clear out the old because of the new. And I shall set my dwelling place in your midst, and my being shall not reject you. And I shall walk in your midst, and shall be your Elohim, and you shall be my people. I am Yahweh your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, from being their slave, and I have broken the bars of your yoke, and made you walk upright. But if you do not obey me, and do not do all these commands, and if you reject my laws, or if you're being loath my right ruling, so that you do not do all my commands, but break my covenant, I shall also do this to you. I shall appoint sudden alarm over you, wasting disease and inflammation, destroying the eyes and consuming the life. And you shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. Okay, I read the verse 16. Let's go ahead and hear that in the Hebrew.
ונתתי משכני בתוככם, ולא תגעל נפשי אתכם. והתהלכתי בתוככם, והייתי לכם לאלוהים, ואתם תהיו לי לעם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, מהיות להם עבדים, ואשבור מוטות עולכם, ואולך אתכם קוממיות. ואם לא תשמעו לי, ולא תעשו את כל המצוות האלה, ואם בחוקותיי תמאסו, ואם את משפטי תגעל נפשכם, לבלתי עשות את כל מצוותיי, להפרכם את בריתי, אף אני אעשה זאת לכם, והפקדתי עליכם בהלה, את הסחפת ואת הקדחת, מחלות עיניים ומדיבות נפש, וזרעתם לריק זרעכם, ואכלוהו אויביכם.
Verse 17. And I shall set my face against you, and you shall be smitten before your enemies, and those who hate you shall rule over you, and you shall flee when no one pursues you. And after all this, if you do not obey me, then I shall punish you 7 times more for your sins, and I shall break the pride of your power, and make your heavens like iron, and your earth like bronze, and your strength shall be spent in vain, and your land not yield its crops, nor the trees in the land yield their fruit. And if you walk contrary to me and refuse to obey me, I shall bring on you 7 times more plagues according to your sins, and send wild beasts among you, which shall bereave you of your children. And I shall cut off your livestock and make you few in number, and your highways shall be deserted. And if you are not instructed by me by these, but walk contrary to me, then I also walk contrary to you, and I myself shall smite you 7 times for your sins. Okay, I read this 24. Let's go ahead and hear that in the Hebrew.
ונתתי פני בכם, וניגפתם לפני אויביכם, ורדו בכם שונאיכם, ונסתם ואין רודף אתכם. ואם עד אלה לא תשמעו לי, ויספתי ליסרה אתכם 7 על חטאותיכם, ושברתי את גאון עוזכם, ונתתי את שמיכם כברזל, ואת ארצכם כנחושה, ותם לריק כוחכם, ולא תיתן ארצכם את יבולה, ואת הארץ לא ייתן פריו. ואם תלכו עמי קרי, ולא תאבו לשמוע לי, ויספתי עליכם מכה 7 כחטאותיכם. והשלחתי בכם את חיית השדה ושתלה אתכם, והכרית את בהמתכם, והמעיט אתכם, ונשמו דרכיכם. ואם באלה לא תבשרו לי, והלכתם עמי קרי, והלכתי אף אני עמכם בקרי, והכיתי אתכם גם אני 7 על חטאותיכם.
Okay. And 25. And I shall bring against you a sword, executing the vengeance of my covenant, and you shall gather together in your cities, and I shall send pestilence among you, and you shall be given into the hand of the enemy. When I have cut off your supply of bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall bring back to you your bread by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied. And if, in spite of this, you do not obey me, but walk contrary to me, then I shall walk contrary to you in wrath, and I myself shall punish you 7 times for your sins. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons, and eat the flesh of your daughters, and I shall destroy your high places, and cut down your sun pillars, and put your carcasses on the carcasses of your idols, and my being shall loathe you. And I shall turn your city into ruins, and lay your set apart places waste, and not smell your sweet fragrances. And I shall lay the land waste, and your enemies who dwell in it shall be astonished at it. Okay, I read 32. Let's go ahead and hear that in the Hebrew.
והבאתי עליכם חרב נוקמת נקם ברית, ונאספתם אל עריכם, ושילחתי דבר בתוככם, וניצרתם ביד האויב. ושברי לכם מטי לחם, ואפו 10 נשים לחמכם בתנור אחד, והשיבו לחמכם במשקל, ואכלתם ולא תשבעו. ואם בזאת לא תשמעו לי, והלכתם עמי בקרי, והלכתי עמכם בחמת קרי, והפקרתי אתכם אף אני 7 על חטאותיכם. ואכלתם בשר בניכם, ובשר בנותיכם תאכלו. והשמדתי את במותיכם, והכרתי את חמניכם, ונתתי את פגריכם על פגרי גילוליכם, וגעלה נפשי אתכם. ונתתי את עריכם חורבה, והשימותי את מקדשיכם, ולא אריח בריח ניחוחכם. והשימותי אני את הארץ, ושממו עליה אויביכם היושבים בה.
33. And I shall scatter you among the Gentiles, and draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desert, and your cities ruined. And the land enjoy its Shabbat as long as it lies waste, and you are in your enemy's land. Then the land would rest and enjoy its Shabbat. As long as it lies waste, it rests, for the time it did not rest on your Shabbats when you dwell in it. And as for those of you who are left, I shall send faintness into their hearts in the land of their enemies, and the sound of a shaken leaf shall cause them to flee, and they shall flee as no retreating from a sword, and they shall fall when no one pursues, and they shall stumble over one another as from before a sword when no one pursues, and you shall be unable to stand before your enemies, and you shall perish among the Gentiles, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up, and those of you who are left rot away in their crookedness in your enemies' lands, and also in their fathers' crookedness rot away with them. But if they confess their crookedness and the crookedness of their fathers with their trespass, in which they trespassed against me, and that they also have walked contrary to me, and that I also have walked contrary to them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies, if their uncircumcised heart is then humbled, and they accept the punishment of their crookedness, then I shall remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Yitzhak, and also my covenant with Abraham, and remember the land. Okay, I read the 42. Let's hear that in the Hebrew.
ואתכם אזרה בגויים, והריקותי אחריכם חרב, והייתה ארצכם שממה, ועריכם יהיו חורבה. אז תרצה הארץ את שבתותיה, כל ימי הושמה, ואתם בארץ אויביכם. אז תשבת הארץ, והרצת את שבתותיה. כל ימי הושמה תשבות, את אשר לא שבתה בשבתותיכם, ושבתכם עליה. והנשארים בכם, והבאתי מורך בלבבם בארצות אויביהם, ורדף אותם כל עלה נידף, ונשאו מנוסת חרב, ונפלו ואין רודף, וכשלו איש באחיו כמפני חרב, ורודף אין. ולא תהיה לכם תקומה לפני אויביכם. ועבדתם בגויים, ואכלה אתכם ארץ אויביכם. והנשארים בכם ימכו בעוונם בארצות אויביכם, ואף בעוונות אבותם איתם ימכו. והתוודו את עוונם ואת עוון אבותם, במעלם אשר מעלו בי, ואף אשר הלכו עמי בקרי, אף אני אלך עמם בקרי, והבאתי אותם בארץ אויביהם, או אז ייכנע לבבם הערל, ואז ירצו את עוונם. וזכרתי את בריתי יעקב, ואף את בריתי יצחק, ואף את בריתי אברהם אזכור, והארץ אזכור.
Okay, 42. Continue verse 43. For the land was abandoned by them and enjoying its Shabbat while lying waste without them, and they were paying for their crookedness because they rejected my right rulings and because their being loathed my laws. And yet for all this, when they are in the land of their enemies, I shall not reject them, nor shall I loathe them, so as to destroy them and break my covenant with them, for I am Yahweh their Elohim. Then I shall remember for their sake the covenant of the ancestors whom I brought out of the land of Israel, before the eyes of the nations, to be their Elohim. I am Yahweh. These are the laws and the right rulings in the Torah, which Yahweh made between himself and the children of Israel on Mount Sinai by the hand of Moshe. Okay, so I read to the end of the chapter, verse 46. Let's go ahead and hear that.
והארץ תעזב מהם, ותירס את שבתותיה, בוך שמע מהם, והם ירצו את עוונם. יען וביען במשפטי מאסו, ואת חוקותי געלה נפשם. ואף גם זאת, בהיותם בארץ אויביהם, לא מאספים ולא געלתים לכלותם, להפר בריתי איתם, כי אני אדוני אלוהיהם. וזכרתי להם ברית ראשונים, אשר הוצאתי אותם מארץ מצרים לעיני הגויים, להיות להם לאלוהים, אני אדוני. אלה החוקים והמשפטים והתורות, אשר נתן אדוני בינו ובין בני ישראל, בהר סיני, ביד משה.
Okay. That is the end of chapter 26. So, really kind of going over, I think, the terms of the covenant. Now, some of it might seem, harsh. If they don't obey, they're going to be, a lot of things are going to come on them, a lot of negative things, and they're going to be exiled and things like that. But it's really just kind of laying out the terms, I think, of the covenant. But it seems like, to me, kind of like this is what happens when you keep it and when you don't keep it. But then also, even kind of like the hopefulness at the end that he is still going to remain faithful and going to remember the covenant with the ancestors, and he's going to be faithful to that covenant and bring them back, right, and forgive them. So we can say the blessing to close, right? And we'll continue with the last part. We're actually going to finish the book of Vayikra on during Friday reading. So let's see. You say the blessing. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olmota betocheinu. Baruch atah Yahweh noten haTorah. Amen. Well, thank you very much for joining in, and hope you can listen in on Friday also. And we'll try to have a few more comments for Friday. So, yeah, thank you.